I feel like people underestimate pliers for wilderness applications. Of course, everyone appreciates a good multi-tool in urban environments or on the job, but what about the woods? They actually have great capabilities for camping or bugging out. I was looking for a good multi-tool to add to a bag for the outdoor environment. In doing that, I'm looking for something lightweight. I wanted to get a Leatherman since I've never had one before, and there's two that really came to mind. That's the Skeletool and the Signal. I know that the Signal is Leatherman's flagship camping multi-tool, but there's a few factors that led me more towards the Skeletool. The Signal has a few things added to it to make it more survival-based. I don't want to say they're gimmicky because they are functional, it's just that I didn't feel the need for it. The Signal has a whistle, a ferro rod, a sharpener. A whistle is actually an important thing to have, which is why I have this one, a very loud survival whistle. It's called a storm whistle. I don't really need the small one on the Signal. The ferro rod, well, I already bring a large one, which is just easier to use and will just last way longer, of course. And the sharpener, it's such a tiny sharpener. You could use it in a pinch, but if you really want a sharpener, just bring a small stone of some sort or just find a smooth rock. The one thing that the Signal has that would be nice is the saw. However, I already am going to be carrying a saw, like a folding saw. There's a hammer too, but if I really needed to, I just use a good old-fashioned power stone for that job. I guess the idea is you keep the Signal on you, so if you lose your pack, you at least have a couple things. I understand that point of view. So what led me towards the Skeletool? For one, Costco had a deal on them for a great price. Also, the Skeletool is very minimalist and lightweight, the weight savings being important for a bag. It's only 5 ounces. Mine's a little less, and I'll explain why in a minute, but that's a couple ounces lighter than the Signal. Quick overview of it. There's a locking knife that's partially serrated. You can also get a straight edge. Carabiner clip and a bottle opener on the bottom. You open it up, some small pliers, and the cutters. The pliers on here are light-duty pliers. A lot of people end up breaking them by doing heavier tasks with them. The pliers on here are not as heavy-duty as the Signal, but for what I need, they work. A Phillips bit on the bottom, and in the handle fits a slotted bit as well. Uh-oh, where is it? That's right, I lost it. Though really, no fault of mine. Only used it a couple times, and it just must have fell out. Maybe this metal wasn't clamping it tight enough or what, but it fell out. I've retraced the grass where I thought I lost it with magnets and cannot find it. They make a flat and Phillips bit I might get, but it's just annoying that it doesn't lock in there and just falls out. And that's one of the flaws with the Skeletool. The spare bit can just fall out as it doesn't lock, and if it's too loose, you just lose it. Very annoying. Maybe if you bent this metal down to make it stiffer, I don't know. But that's my one gripe with this thing. But that's really all there is to this. Very simple. I really only wanted the capability of pliers. So what are some uses for pliers out in the woods? Well, something I find them extremely useful for is with a pot and twig stove. When I'm boiling water or cooking something in this pot, the handle might get hot. The pliers allow me to grab it, and when I'm done with the stove, I clamp the side and dump all the coals out so it can cool and I can put it away. That's going to be mainly the thing I find myself doing the most with them, but there's a ton of other uses. For example, depending on area, pulling cactus spines out, porcupine quills out of your dog, repairs, getting a better grip on things than your fingers can, especially when it's cold, and manipulating things that you otherwise wouldn't want to touch should this situation arise. Go ahead and share the odd things you've done with pliers out in the field in the comments below. It'd be interesting to hear. Anyways, guys, that's me sharing why I bought the Skeletool. I think it does what it needs to do for me because I'm never really putting too much stress on it or twisting bolts. Like the video if you enjoyed it and subscribe so you don't miss future videos. Thanks.